Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I am here at the movie theaters and I'm ready to go watch The Black Phone 2. So I'll see you guys in a couple hours and I'll give you my reviews later on. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel to Only Movies, and I am back from the movie theaters watching The Black Phone 2. So let me give you my reviews on it. Man, this was way better than the first one. A lot more gruesome, more bloodier compared to the first one. I'm not trying to spoil anything because I'm trying to avoid spoil. So this video is gonna be short because like there is a lot to talk about for this movie. But I'm gonna give it a few weeks. Then I'm gonna give you my spoilers because man, there is a lot to talk about it. So just gonna talk some of the stuff that try not to spoil it, as you've seen like most of the stuff in the trailers. So of course, we get to 7 years later after what happened to the accident of the grabber and all. For Finn and his sister Gwen, they're both really traumatized after what happened and everything. Because for Finn, I feel like his traumatized is physical traumatized, and for Gwen is mentally, because due to her dreams and stuff, like everything's happening and stuff. Because at the beginning of this film, it shows back in Rocky Mountains, Colorado in 1957. So we're going like a little flashback from decades ago from compared to this one. But for this one, you're wondering what's up with this, why are we starting off like this? But then it explains more later on in like kind of been in the middle of the film. But like I said, for Gwen, she's been having these nightmares and stuff, but this time about these kids up in the Rocky Mountains, wondering, sending her signs and stuff. But sadly, these kids were killed years ago, before their time and stuff. So she doesn't understand why she's getting these visions and stuff, like these dreams and all. But then she also sees her mom's involved with it, because she knows that her mom's is like asking for help and stuff. Because in this one, they're gonna involve with the mom and stuff. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff with the mom and stuff. But like I said, I'm not trying to spoil anything. But for Finn, he in the beginning of the film, he becomes a bully because he starts bullying people because he has so much anger and hate and stuff. But as like I said, he has traumatized. He's whatever happened. Like people who go through this kind of stuff, man, they go through some mad traumatizing stuff. Because for him, he was still traumatized, still afraid of the grabber and stuff, thinking he might come back and stuff, even though he knows that he's dead already. He can't come back. But for Gwen, she has these dreams and stuff that are telling her to take her to this camp, this Catholic camp, or no, Christian camp, where her mom used to work, because she's like wondering like, okay, why they're sending her back and stuff. So she wants to go investigate and wondering what's up with this, because she thinks she's going crazy, and her brother's telling her she's not crazy. But she wants to talk to him about all through the stuff she's going through, but he doesn't want to hear anything about it. He hears the phone ringing and he tries to ignore it. She wants to talk to him about her dreams and stuff, and he wants to ignore everything. So Finn doesn't want to hear anything about it, go through all that traumatized again. So he tries to push everyone's away. So that's why he really doesn't have any friends and stuff. But his sister wants to get this over with and wondering what's going on, why she's having these dreams again, going through all this pain and trauma, because she thinks she's going nuts because she doesn't know what to do and stuff. So she thinks it's better to go investigate this stuff, and wondering why she's going through all this. But man, like I said, this one was more bloodier compared to the first one. This one was like I said in my last video about the Black review stuff, like it's like kids up and stuff, that you really don't see any of that kind of stuff. You just like imagine stuff. But now in this one, sadly, they really do show stuff, really gruesome stuff, especially with these kids that who were gone missing up in the Rocky Mountains and stuff. And I know some people aren't gonna like that. And you thought Terrifier 3 was bad when he had the door shut, luckily, when you hear him chopping up the kid. For this one, it shows every detail. So you think that was bad? This one's gonna be a lot worse. Like I said, it's more bloodier and stuff, and it's more darker, and gruesome and stuff, especially with the grabber when he comes back. Because like everyone's been saying, like you get the feeling of Nightmare on Elm Street, and I do understand because this like is going through like the dream world. Well, not the dream world. It's like Gwen is the only one who could see the grabber from through her dreams and stuff. But people who are awake and stuff, they don't see. It's like physical stuff is happening to her. She's getting hurt and stuff, but you don't see what's going on. So one person thinks she's possessed and stuff like that, but in reality, I feel like it's a dimension as well. Because and this, it kind of evolves more than just dreams and stuff. Like, yeah, you going through this realm of the grabber through his hell, because this is type of his hell. Because like the only way he stay in this dimension of our world is like, because since he killed these 3 kids, that he could come through our world and stuff, and he could do stuff what he wants to kill and continue haunting Gwen and Finn, because like without these kids he could never have his power. So I understand some people are going to compare it to Nightmare on Elm Street, like Freddy, he gets his powers from the kids and the fears and stuff and all that kind of stuff, and a lot of people are going to compare it to it. And I know a lot of people are going to say, man, Blumhouse did an amazing job, they should reboot Nightmare on Elm Street, which I feel like they shouldn't, because we're saying what they try to do with Halloween and The Exorcist. But I know people really want to see Freddy Krueger back as a reboot and stuff. And then the other thing, I know everyone's like wants Jason to be rebooted as well, but for him to be having an icy, campy, snowy thing. But for me, I think this one was a perfect way to do a snow theme, because you really don't see so much horror movies involved with snows, just like the Christmas horror ones and like Krampus and stuff like that. But you really don't see one like this that. One was really perfect, especially because they were doing an example like hell is like, instead of seeing hell as fire, hell is an icy place. And that's what the grabber's, his hell was something really icy, because ice really burns as well. Instead of like burning yourself with something fire, it's like you're burning yourself with ice. So it was a great way to do this one, because especially since in real life, there were the Rocky Mountains in Colorado, and it's snowing up there. So that's like a perfect way to do example for as hell. For me, like I said, the ending is really great. There's a happy ending, just like in the first one. It's really sad too and stuff. Like I said, I'm not gonna spoil it and stuff, because like this stuff that happens, stuff like it went really well and stuff. I think this one is much better than the first one. Like I said, it's more darker and gruesome and bloodier and stuff like that. But like I said, there is some happy ending, and there's some funny jokes that hit on the spot for this, because at the last one there wasn't too many jokes on it. I felt like the last one was a little more serious, but this one was mixed with humor and dark horror and stuff. But like I said, this one was pretty great on my list for this horror one, especially for a sequel. I've been noticing a lot of horror movies who go to doing sequels are doing so much better than the original first movies and stuff. Just like Terrifier 2 did surpass their first movie and stuff. And this one, I feel like this is going to surpass for their first one. But what I'm just afraid of is like, yes, this movie was great and all, but I'm hoping this could be the end. I hope they don't do is like, okay, let's do an origin story for the grabber, and do or a show as well, and do prequels and stuff like that. Because I hope they don't do that. I hope that they just stick with these 2 movies and that's it. Because I don't know what else they could do with this. Because like, I felt like this is a great way to end it, and they don't need to explain it and ruin the mystery, because they kind of did. I don't want to say explain his origin, but kind of explain that the way he started to become the murderer he is and stuff. So I feel like that should be it. We don't need so much details and stuff on the grabber. This one was pretty great. So for me, my review for this one, I give it a 9 out of 10. So this movie was, if it's in your list and it's for a horror theme, especially for this month of October, you should watch this movie. I recommend you to watch this movie in theaters. Don't wait for it on streaming. I know some people want to wait for streaming, but I recommend you watch this in theaters. But that's all I have for today. Let me know if you've seen the movie, The Black Phone 2, what you think of it. Write down in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.